Hey guys, in today's video we're going to be checking out some fire light bulbs. So these are kind of interesting to me because they mimic a real flame of fire electronically with LED bulbs. So this makes it kind of interesting because you can install these anywhere around your house where you want this kind of fiery effect. So the ones here are made by a company called Myco, and there are a ton of them in different kinds out there, but I think they're all similar made. But these here were great value. So let's check out some of the specs. We got 6 watts of power, produces about 320 lumens. There's 99 LEDs in it. Light angle 320 degrees, so it covers a lot of area. Color temperature, and that's kind of important, 1400. So these are really orangey to red color. So also the interesting part about this bulb is that it has 4 different modes. So depending on which way you put it, upright or downright, it will know and make the flame go either from the bottom up or from the top down. It also has a breathing mode and just a regular light mode. So technically 3 modes, but it also flips around as needed. So let's go ahead and see what they look like. So this package here comes with 2 bulbs. And you can get them either, in packs of 2, a single one, or even packs of 6, depending on how many you want. But yeah, this is what they look like. So they're quite bulky, but they kind of have to be because the way this flame works, it's just a bunch of LEDs that mimic a flame inside of here. So we can see this one is built pretty well. We got venting here, some labeling, says the wattage, temperature. Yeah, and your typical base screw that will go into any socket of this size. So these bulbs can be used outdoors, but you got to keep in mind that they do breathe because of the electronics inside, and so you can't actually have water getting on top of them or into them. But as long as they're an enclosed fixture, they should be just fine, just like any other bulb. So before we turn them on, I'm going to try to see if I can pull this thing apart. We could see what's inside maybe. Okay, yeah, so it comes off quite easy. So there's this top diffuser part pops right off. And here we can see how the bulb is made on the inside. So there's 99 LEDs, so we can see them all the way around. And it's kind of interesting how they're made because right on this flexible circuit board, I guess that's what that is, there's actually chips and circuits and things like that. So it does seem quite a bit fragile overall, but I guess it works. And there's more components inside of it, like a transformer and all that stuff in here. So all these LEDs work together to make a flame effect. All right, well, that's pretty cool. So this is how they are built. Let's go ahead and put this back, and it just clips right on. And that's it. Alright guys, so here I have a floor standing light fixture with a dimmer option. So let's grab a bulb and install it. Now if you guys notice, the bulb is sitting this way, so the flame should be going up from here. So if you're going to install it upside down, flame will be going down. And we'll check that out later. Once I permanently install them where I want to, they're going to be actually upside down, and we'll see if the flame is still going to be going up. So it's not completely dark in this room, but let's go ahead and check it out. So I'm going to turn it on. And this is how it starts. So you guys can see, it looks really good. It actually looks like a flame that's going up. And they're quite bright. It's hard to see on the camera, but they're reasonably bright for sure. So let's go ahead and try the different modes. And to switch the modes, you have to turn it off completely, then turn it back on immediately. So I'm going to turn it off, then turn it back on. And now we're getting the solid glow. So it just glows like a normal bulb. And this is definitely the brightest setting. So it's quite bright. So at night, this would be a reasonable light. All right, so I'm going to turn it on and off real quick again. So now we're going to get the pulsing, and it's kind of hard to tell, and the camera is doing kind of weird refresh, but it's actually dimming down and then getting bright again. There it goes. It's really dim right now, almost to the turn off point, and then it goes back up. It's just pulsing light. So let's go ahead and cycle it one more time, and then we go back to the flame. And that's how you change the different modes. And with my experience so far, when you turn it off in the other modes and turn it back on, it always goes back to the fire mode. If you wanted just solid light or pulsing light, you might get a little annoying switch them on and off. But technically, it's not a big deal if you just turn them on. You just have to turn it on and off a couple times and you get to what you want. But yeah, it's looking really good. And for the next part, I'm going to go ahead and install them outdoors, and we're going to see how that looks like. Alright guys, so it is dark outside and we are in the backyard, and you guys can kind of see what the bulbs look like when they're in a fixture. So it's kind of hard to see because it's obviously dark out here and the camera has a little bit of a hard time picking it up, but yeah, you can see it looks good, and you can tell that the fire flipped around and is burning up. These do screw in from the bottom. But yeah, they have a really nice vibe to them, and they kind of make this flickery ambience. So from a distance, it definitely looks like real fire. So I got another fixture right here that we can try. There's no bulb in it right now, so I'm going to go ahead and there it goes. and that's what it looks like. It's, you know, definitely not anything crazy bright, but on its own it's definitely bright enough. And because I do have this really bright LED going here, it's harder to tell how bright they are, but it actually looks very pleasant. So yeah guys, these are the Miko LED flame bulbs. So I actually did buy 6 of them, which was a great value, just a little over $20, and it came with 3 of these boxes, 2 in each one. So I'm definitely like the flame quality that it makes. It's quite believable, especially from a distance, if you want to change your environment a bit. So these would work great, you know, around the house or even in the house if that's what you want to do. All right guys, so if you want to pick up some of these, I'm going to leave some links in the description. Check that out. Also guys, I did a review on the solar torch lights, so if you're interested in that, check out the video here at the end. And if you enjoyed this video, then hit that like button. Also, I do a lot of interesting things on this channel, so stay tuned for more. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.